We have a circle with center A. Point D lies on the circle. Point C this time lies outside the circle. And this point P is the perpendicular bisector of segment DC. In simple terms, think of that as the fold line. If I were to fold D onto C, right, no matter where D lies, that would be the fold line, or the crease that you would form. So what I want to know is, what do all possible fold lines look like? Let's actually record the trace and find out. We're going to spin D around the circle rather slowly and quickly, make thousands of fold lines all at once, and would you look at this? This is wild! What do you see here? If you said hyperbola, you're absolutely correct. That trace right there is actually a hyperbola with A and C as foci. But why do we get a hyperbola? Let's stop and look at it and see why. We'll turn the trace off so we can see this better. Okay, now check this out. Right here, let's move D a little closer. Right? AD, the radius, is a constant, is it not? The radius of a circle never ever changes. Right? So therefore, that means that AH minus DH is a constant. From A to H minus D to H, that's the radius. Right? So therefore, but wait a minute. H lies on the perpendicular bisector, so doesn't that mean that CH and DH have to be equal? Any point on the perpendicular bisector is equally distant from the endpoints of the segment, right? So since CH equals DH, we'll put that right there. We could take CH and look at that. We could put it right where DH is, right here. And so therefore, on substitution, we get AH minus DH is a constant. And if we show the trace one more time and spin it around, AH minus DH is constant. And that conic section is called a hyperbola.